Everyone, welcome back to another episode of Forced Marriage. I hope you love it. John Jungkook's POV aside, walking onto my home office as a should get used to have people living in my house other than me. I sat in my chair behind the desk, powering on my computer. My phone rang, my personal phone. Yes, son. I spoke into the phone, looking through the emails. Good evening, sir. How was your day? He asked. That was my PA from for your information. Get to the matter, hon. I'm busy. I said, sorry, sir. I called you to tell you that the news about your marriage is outdated, and everyone is sending greetings through messages and calls. Do you want me to reply to them? He asked. I can imagine him looking through the texts, talking to me. At the same time, he is such a workaholic. It's not his working hour, but he still thinks about his work. Don't reply to them from 24 hours. Everyone should think Jian family is still busy. Everyone should think Jian family is still busy with the wedding and all. I explained. Okay, sir, are you going to the office tomorrow? He asked. Yes, but maybe a couple of hours late. Did the boys get ready for the concert? I asked. Yes, so everything is going as you planned, he replied. Good, see you at work tomorrow. I said, hanging up. If you are wondering about my business, I am Jian Jungkook, CEO of Jian Studio and Entertainment's #1 music studio in my country. I have a boy band named Star J under my company and some other singers, actors too. My company is working on some movies and series too. I love my work. I started this company on my own without blindly getting into my family business like my other siblings. Maybe that's the reason people are so interested in my life compared to my office. My other family members speaking about family, Jian family, the second richest family in the country. So my mom thought it would be prestigious if I got married onto Kim family, the fourth richest family in the country. As usual, my mom played tricks on me to accept this marriage. She is like that, living for reputation. It's not like I have someone better to marry. So I agreed for this marriage. My family, along with Kim's family, started arrangements for the wedding. They also arranged a family dinner before the wedding. That's when I saw the person I'm going to marry, the person for the first time. I was not really interested in this marriage, so I did not really pay attention to him, and he did the same to me. That's really appreciative if you ask me. Then I never met him again. He never wanted to meet me too. Soon the wedding day came. I really hoped him to stick with the ignorance personality that makes our both lives easy, but my hope crushed when I realized that the person was replaced with his stepbrother. Now I'm stuck to deal with this sassy, arrogant guy. This guy is really behaving like I am the one who is behind everything happening. I know he is annoyed with everything happening. I can understand his feelings, but that does not mean he is allowed to respect me and call me names. I don't know how many headaches he will add to my old ones. I sighed, closing my computer. I walk out of the office onto the living room. I glance at the kitchen to find it's empty and the dishes are washed too. Maybe he is not as much as trouble as I expected him to be. I decided to go to the bed and walk towards the bedroom. When I opened my bedroom, I burst out of laughter. What do you think you are doing? I asked, leaned to the door, crossing my arms in front of my chest, still laughing. What does it look like? He snapped annoyingly. Care to explain? I asked, laughing. I am dividing the bed into two parts with the tape sticking in the center vertically. If you don't use my side and I wouldn't touch your side, he said, sticking the tape onto the mattress. I rolled my eyes at his childness. Choose your side, he said, cutting the tape at the end using the scissor. Left, I said, walking to the bed. So what if I move onto your side? I played, sitting on the side, resting my back to the headboard. I dare you, I dare you to do it, freak. Then see me cutting off your limbs. He spoke angrily, pointing the scissor at me. Oh, whoa, calm down. Okay, I said, raising my hands in surrender. 10. Only his looks are angelic, but his heart is truly devilish. I said, stop messing. He almost kicked me when I teased about physical relationship. The kitchen, a festival. I will calm down if you stop behaving like an freak, he said, frustratingly, walking to his side for the bed with scissor still pointing at me. I will stop behaving like an freak if you stop acting like idiot. I spoke under my breath, sliding onto the mattress, pulling the cover over my body and closing my eyes. Freak, he crashed, putting a pillow between us and lie on his side of bed, pulling the other cover over his body. We are still silent for some minutes. Good night, Mr. John, I said, with my eyes closed. For your information, I still have the scissor with me, freak, he said, turning his back to me, but I can still hear him crushing under his breath. I sighed and my thoughts drifted off to my computer, the work I supposed to complete tomorrow. Then I realized tomorrow is Sunday. Great, I can have the whole office building for myself. Then I fall asleep. Thanks, POV. I woke up in my side of bed. I glanced at the man sleeping beside me. I sighed and woke up from the bed to walking onto the bedroom. I found a new toothbrush in the drawer. As I reached the bathroom, brushed my teeth and took a shower. Wore a bathrobe because of not having many clothes. I still feel weird waking up on someone else's bed beside instead of mine. Then I miss my apartment. I walk onto the kitchen and get something to eat. I heard the door open, and while I was searching for food in the kitchen cabinets, morning, housemate, the husband of mine, said, walking towards the kitchen. I want food, I asked, not wanting to have a conversation with this freak. He rolled his eyes and opened the cabinet, taking a cereal box from it. Here, I am offering my food because it's your first day here. From tomorrow, your business is yours and mine business is mine, he said, handing me the food. He said, okay, I said, grabbing a bowl to eat. As I offered you food, why don't you serve me too? He asked, sitting on the stool. Fair enough, I said with a shrug and grabbed another bowl for him and milk from fridge. So he started as I handed him the bowl. I think we should make some things clear, he added, and I nodded, knowing we had things to talk. Do you have a boyfriend? He asked, eating the cereal. Hey, wait, are you even gay, or did they just force a straight guy to marry another guy? He asked, looking at me concerned. I sipped some water before replying, I am gay, but that does not mean I will do something with you. I snapped at him. decide. I don't mean it, whatever. He resumed eating. So, as am I saying, you are my husband now, a part of your family, and you have the reputation to keep up as my husband. You will have people watching you just one stupid thing. You will be the breaking news in the every social media. He explained, I am a part of fifth richest family in the country, but I was never really part of it. I moved out from my mansion after I turned 18 due to the obvious reasons. Yep, my wishy stepmother. I always keep myself out from the family. It's not like they want me, so we are fine with me living on my own. I have been living in an apartment which I am sharing with my best friend. I lived normally rather than a rich life, but now heading him, how my life gonna be from now on? I feel nervous. Hello, back to the earth, idiot. That freak called, waving a hand in front of my face. It looks like my you are thinking about your lover or something. I am sorry to tell you, but you should break up with him. He spoke what? Who told I have a boyfriend? No protest, because I don't want to hear the breaking news. The newly wedded couple, wedded husband of Jian, had catch with the secret boyfriend, and next day of the wedding, he said like he is reading the news. For a second I imagined my picture with my non-existent boyfriend all over the news. But what about the news? You Jian family replacing their groom in the last minute, I asked with a raised eyebrow. My mother took care of it. She breathed. Them money makes wonder. You will know it in the coming days. I said like I was going to see miracles in the upcoming days. So remember to break up with your boyfriend. We concluded. He started speaking again. Before I could say I don't have a boyfriend, why ask if you not wanting to why asking if not wanting to listen to the answer? That's all because holding public relation about our private life. I mean, living in the same house. He says, motioning the hand over the house. You can state your rules and I will state mine. He added, and look at me as asking me to speak. I took a minute to answer. We share the bed according to the division. I did last night, I said, and he laughed a little but nodded. I cook food and do my own dishes. I said. He nodded. What's more? I asked to myself. Oh yeah, no, bringing up people to the home for doing dirty things. I said before, I surely don't want people to have dirty business in the bed I'm going to sleep. I have a reputation to keep up, he replied. I shrugged, not wanting to involve between him and his reputation. My rules are pretty simple, he said before starting. No smoking, no bringing friends over, no parties in the house, no eating my food, no touching my gaming stuff over there beside the TV, no using my clothes, no entering into my office. He started rambling, then I could not keep up what he is saying anymore. Wait, hold on. Hold a second, I said, jumping off the stool. What? He asked, not knowing why I stopped him. I think I need to note down, I said. Are you sure there are not that many? He said like he did not just ramble. Too many rules. Whatever, give me your number. I will send you do's and don'ts of our relation. He said, okay, I replied, knowing that the best option Now about cleaning the house, he said. I frowned. What? I asked. You wanna do the daily cleaning or weekly cleaning? Choose one, he said. Don't you have a maid or something? I asked. A night I hate cleaning. No. Monthly cleaning contains cleaning the whole house once and even the end of the month, he explained. The whole 10 house. I asked, shocked. Yep, but but you can choose daily cleaning like vacuum the floor once a day and little things you do in your apartment. He said, I don't know, I live in an apartment. I asked, confused. You don't live in mansion with a family. That means you live in some apartment as you are still a student. That's not hard to guess. He said. I thought for a second. Cleaning the whole house means all those rooms, bedrooms, and the pool, the garden. No, never. I hate cleaning. I will do daily cleaning, I decided. Well, it's settled then, he said, standing up and walking to the sink to wash his bowl. And you are not going out of this house today. It's Sunday and the first day after the wedding. I am sure the media is waiting for you to have some snaps of the newly wedded couple. He said, you can use my other pair of clothes and remember not to put them back onto my wardrobe, he said, and walk onto his office like last night. I said, continue to eat. I am not sure I'm gonna have a normal life as I imagined. I don't want this, I whined internally. Thanks, baby. I have been watching TV in the living room for the past 1 hour alone. Then the freak, my husband, entered onto the living room from the bedroom fully dressed. I mean, dressed in a suit and all. Wait, does this guy wear a suit in the house? Weird. I continued watching the TV but stopped when I saw him getting ready to go out. Where are you going? I asked as he put the wallet into his pocket. Office, he answered, putting his shoes. What? You told me to stay in because the media, and now you are going out? I was confused. I have my ways to go out without getting media's attention, he said, like he has been doing this from a long time. What the heck? That's not fair. I wouldn't hide here while you got out freely, I said, standing in front of the main door. Watch the house, don't be a naughty kid, he said, patting my head like I am his watchdog and or something. I snapped his hand away. Freak, I muttered when I pushed me when he pushed me away from the main door and opened it. Don't bring me trouble, it wouldn't kill you to stay in for a day, he said, and walked out, closing the door behind Freak. I called after him. I said and walked back to the couch and tried to power on my phone even though I know it's died a long ago, but ego is getting into my middle to ask him for a charger, so I thought to deal with my phone when I get my apartment to bring my stuff. This is stupid, so stupid. Next day, thanks POV, I am finally getting out of the house from after 2 days. I sewed and dressed. Before I made my way onto the kitchen, there I saw Jungkook scrolling through his phone while eating with another hand. His career. I am not gracing myself by asking his food when he said we are responsible for our own food. I need to go to my apartment and bring my backpack before I go to uni, I said again. Hey, I greeted him. He looked up, raising an eyebrow, and then back to eating. Did he just ignore my existence? Freak. What do you want? He asked without lifting his head from his phone. I need to go to my apartment and bring my things. If I supposed to live here, I said, okay. And he asked, is this guy really serious? I don't have my car with me. I left it on waiting venue. I said awkwardly, so he asked like I am speaking nonsense. I took a deep breath, calm down. Taehyung, I needed to go to the uni and bring my stuff from the apartment. Can you drop me off or something? I asked. Oof, you are so hard to handle, he said. My anger reached its limits. Well, freak off, you hick. I don't want to have a ride with you anymore. I hissed, stomping out of the house. I took a taxi to reach my apartment, which I shared with my best friend. It took me a couple of hours because Jungkook's house is situated on the other side of the city, the rich side. I took the elevator and fourth floor. I typed the code to enter into my apartment. As I expected, it's sympathy. It means it's past my college time, so Jimin must have gone to uni. Jimin, one of my best friend. His roommate got married and moved out, so I have moved in with him a month back. I still have the cotton boxes to pack my stuff. I don't want to move out completely because, if something went wrong with that freak, I should have a place to sleep other than his luxurious single bedroom house. I packed my clothes and stuff I usually along with my books. I have already connected my phone to the charger by the second I entered my room. It is 11 already. I need to hurry up so I could catch up with afternoon classes. I grabbed my backpack and left the apartment. I took a taxi to uni. It took me an hour to reach uni. It's lunch break. I paid for the taxi and entered the uni. I can feel eyes on me. Things really changed. After marriage, I switched on my phone, walking to the canteen. Ring, ring. My phone bursted with messages and calls. Notification. They are all from my two best friends, Jimin and Hani, the person I like to call my family, the only person who care for me. Their messages and calls can tell how much they were worried about me just because I have gone uninformed for 2 days. I sat, look up to find none other than my two best friends walking to me hurriedly. Suddenly, I felt emotional. I stretched my arms, waiting for them to hug me. I must have looked like an idiot standing in the middle of canteen, stretching my arm for a hug, but who cares? I don't. I waited for a hug, but I got a kick on my left ankle and hit on my right side of head. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I jumped, catching my head with one my hand and trying to raise my ankle with another hand. Then I felt two bodies hug me. I forget my pain and hugged them with my both hands over their shoulder. You guys should have just hugged me, I said playfully once we pulled back from the hug. Freak. You just be grateful that from not killing you. Honey hissed angrily. Stop swearing. Jimin winced at her words, adjusting his glasses. Honey rolled her eyes, pulling her leather jacket near to her body. The things she does when she is annoyed. One of my best friends is Honey. She is wearing skin tight blue jeans with a black crop top, and her constant leather jacket over it with leather heels shoes. She has tattooed all over her left shoulder to below. She is bisexual and she claimed herself as Mama Duck of our group. Another one is Jimin. No offense, but he is kinda nerd. Maybe a complete nerd, but a cute little one. He wears oversized hoodie all the time with glasses on his nose. He claims himself as straight, but our weird Tails different. I mean, Honey and mine. He is just having a hard time coming on to the term that he is gay. So we, being good friends, we leave that matter aside. But that does not mean we don't teach him. Okay, we just sit and talk. Everyone is staring. Jimin said in a hustle tone, looking around. So let's them stare. Honey said, I thought you were dead. You were nowhere to be seen in the part of this, Honey asked, crossing her arms in front of her chest like a mother questioning her son. Stop it. He is everywhere on the news, Jimin said, huffing. Shut it. I am trying to know the truth. It's not the fake thing they showed in the news, Honey said and actually turned to me. Actually, hey guys, I heard a high-pitched voice. I turned around to see 5 people, 3 boys and 2 girls walking towards us. Hi, I said uncomfortably. I never spoke to them before. I mean, I am not that famous in college, but that does not mean I know no one. I have some casual friends whom I speak to when I am having the same class with them, but or met them at any college party. But I always hang out with 2 best friends. Are you free tonight? I am having throwing a party tonight. The same girl said, no. I said, unsure. I mean, these guys never spoke to me before. I thought they would get a night for rejected on their face, but no, they are still smiling. How about tomorrow? The second girl asked, I'm not trying to sound rude, but I don't really know you. I said, that's the point. We want to get to know you. A boy said, I glanced at Jimin and Hani to help me out, but they shrugged, telling me to deal with my own silly. You never said you were a Kim and you married John Jungkook. You did not even invite us. The first girl said with a pout like we are long-lasting best friends. They never knew because I never said. I got onto this uni with my scholarship. I never wanted to party of rich people families with my family. I have never been on news like my stepbrother and stepsis. Mine of sometimes something my family accomplished. I trailed off, not knowing how to answer them. Look, let's go. Kids, you should not talk to Wishi. Honey said, grabbing both Jin and my hands. Once we settle on our regular table, we started laughing like crazy guys. You should have seen her face. Jimin laughed with his palm over his mouth. Hane is particularly falling off the chair. A few minutes later, this freak is getting on my nerves. I said, gritting on my teeth as I explained that things happen in these 2 days. He is such an Jimin crushed under without actually crushing to tell it at a concert. I don't think he is that much of a freak. You guys should see things from 2 sides, Honey said casually. Shut up, Jimin and I said in unison, okay, but hey, I should have done something dirty too if I were him. Honey spoke again. Our innocent little Jimin wrinkled his nose at the word dirty as I just rolled my eyes. Come on, you two are such an hot bottom. No one can resist you. Honey, he spoke again. I am not bottom, Jimin said as I shouted in unison, making Honey roll her eyes. I'm not gay, Jimin added. Says every gay bottom. Honey says, looking at both of us. We are not bottom. We shouted in uni again. Whatever. The class started. Honey said, walking away. End of the day, we wanted to went to the dinner before going back to our places, but I got a call. Hello, who is this? I asked, listening to Jimin and Honey's conversation about the food we are dating your husband? Someone replied with his phone. Wrong number. I hung up. Jimin, seriously, you are upset with Chinese food. We are not eating it today, I said. But my phone rang again. Who are you? I asked. Still to my best friend conversation, Jungkook. I heard someone on the phone. Sorry, wrong number. I was about to hang up again. Hold on, you idiot. It's me, Jungkook, your husband. That freak explained by greeting it. Did freak. I forgot I was married for a second there. I said, truly. Oh, is that the reason you are going around kissing another guy publicly? I told you to break up with your boyfriend. Have you thought about my reputation before doing such a stupid thing? He shouted angrily. Wait, what the heck are you talking about? I asked. See it yourself, he said, hanging up, and got a link from him. When I opened it, my eyes went wide as I read a hot topic of the country. The newly wedded John husband caught on cheating on the next day of the wedding photo. There was a photo of me and Jimin with poker lips in the canteen hostily. It was afternoon in the canteen hostily. To be continued. Yeah, how was the episode and how is the story? Don't forget to comment it down. I'll see you again with another episode of this story. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.